back to 4029 News on the Record.
Welcome back to 4029 News on the Record. We sat down with 3 students from the University of Arkansas Fort Smith to talk about the Asian American and Pacific Islander communities. Adora Kiatukesi is with the Hmong Association. Jamie Matthews is with Japan Club. And Jakota Benton works with lots of different AAPI events around campus. All right, first of all, thank you all 3 for joining us on 4029 News on the Record. We are going to start with Adora first. And Adora, your parents are from Laos. Give me a little background about you being a first generation here and what brought you and your parents, to the United States.
So I'm from the Hmong community, and my parents, during the Vietnam War, and also during that time period, there was another war called the Secret War. And during that time, the Hmong people, they helped the American CIA help fight the communists. And because of that war, my parents and the Hmong people were allowed to come to America. And so many of the Hmong people kind of scattered around the world. My parents came to America first, and I'm a first generation American. So coming here has allowed me a lot of opportunities, and coming to UAF has also allowed me a lot of opportunities just to talk about the Hmong community and to represent my culture.
Now, there is a lot of people from that community here, especially in the River Valley, right?
Yes, there is a couple. Usually around the tri-state area in Arkansas, Missouri, and Tulsa, there is a pretty good amount. Here in Arkansas specifically, I would say there's probably around probably 50 to 100 families.
Okay, and Jamie, let's talk about you. You were born in Japan, you're half Japanese. Tell us a little bit about your background and what brought you here to the United States, or your parents.
So when I was 8 years old, my dad got stationed overseas, over to America. So when we moved over here, I didn't expect a lot from America, but it has been truly a blessing and gave me a bunch of opportunities. My dad is actually from this River Valley area, and seeing like how he grew up brought me a lot to learn about myself and my culture. I truly enjoy UFIS and having like the opportunity to join different cultures. And it also brought one of the organizations that I am in, Japan Club, which I was a president for 2 years. And it made me wanted to do more at UFIS and to create AAPI.
So we'll talk about that with Jakota. Jakota, you're very involved with the events. So tell us a little bit about the recent events that you'll have had, that it's AAPI Heritage Month. Leading up to it, I know you had a couple of things going on. Tell us about those.
Yes, like you said, we recently had the AAPI event. We've also had Lunar New Year not too long ago for VSA, our Vietnamese Student Association. We have a couple events, not specifically to Asian holidays or culture, for CAD, which we recently had a talent show. And CAD is our K-pop appreciation and dance club, where we experience Korean culture and the K-pop community. Like you said, I'm active in many of the events, both from VSA and Japan Club and Desi Culture Club. And I help all year around with those clubs doing those events.
Now, I'm also Asian, and I'm from Korea. I was born and raised there, actually, and so I know a lot about the K-pop culture. I'm going to ask all 3 of you, and I would like all 3 of you to answer, why is it so important to kind of highlight these cultures, and what do you want the people of Arkansas, particularly in the River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, to know? So, Adora, we can start with you.
So I think it's really important to highlight these cultures, just to bring about the cultural awareness of how diverse the River Valley is. And I think showing our cultures, really kind of brings up the community and kind of just brings all of us together. And I think the more cultural awareness that you have around the people around you, I think that it's just builds up the community more. I know that there's a lot of people here in Fort Smith who are from the Vietnamese or Lao community, and recently there's the Lao New Year, and has been exposed a lot to many of the people in the community, and I think just having those kind of events and just people knowing about it is a good thing, and it just brings about awareness about the Asian cultures and just all of that.
All right, Jamie, do you want to go next?
For me, it brings a lot meaningful to each culture being represented here on campus, and especially in the community. It's one of those where a lot of us have struggled, where usually only 2 of the countries has been represented for Asia, and it brings more for the Vietnamese and Laos community to bring more opportunities for them to like show their culture. It also shows like others for them to appreciate the culture and have interest in it.
What about you, Shakota?
Being originally from the area and growing up here, I, in my experience, have seen how diverse the community is. And I, as not having any expertise in the area, as many of the others, I love to help my friends and fellow committee members really culture the rest of us around here and be able to explain stories and really help everybody join through the events and be able to help with the community altogether.
And the University of Fort Smith, they've been very welcoming and kind of encouraging, correct? In trying to get the word out.
We've recently had, like Adora said, with Lunar New Year, we've had a lot of outreach, and I think that is very good for the rest of the Asian clubs because it goes on to the rest of them. Like I said, I'm in the K-pop Appreciation and Dance Club, and we've recently had a lot of outreach with that, where we will soon be performing at Comic-Con. And being as a new club, it's really good to have like connections with not just UFIS, but the entire community. And we've had people outside of the UFIS community reach out to us, actually discussing things. And I think that's very good for all of the clubs together because, like you said, it gets very awareness in the community with all the Asian cultures.
Yeah, when I was growing up, K-pop was not known here in the United States, really. But yeah, it's good to see that it's really making its, everything's just becoming very global. So thank you so much, all 3 of you, for joining us from the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. We really appreciate what you're doing, and thanks for joining us to kind of educate us a little bit about what's going on campus.